Welcome back. You're listening to Lady A, and I have the pleasure, the extreme pleasure, of having Leo Igwe on the phone to me today. Leo, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. I hope you are well. So, Leo, can you just give us a background on what's been happening so far with Mr. Bala and his situation at the moment?
Well, thank you so much. Actually, here we are anxious. We are worried. Mm-hmm. We are deeply worried about the fate and the situation of Mubarak Bala. But in the past couple of days before he was arrested, I got information that there were death threats.
Okay.
That he has received death threats. Okay. And I called him. I said, "Can we report to the police, please?" He told me, he said, "Leo, please, if you report to the police, it will escalate the matter." Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the kind of person Mubarak is. He is not somebody that is actually that violent, or he wants to really go for tit for tat. He's a peaceful person. So, okay. And that was what happened. And the next thing I heard, some people called me and told me that he's been arrested and now detained at a local police station in Kaduna. Okay. So I didn't know what to do on that day. I was so confused. My mind was just racing here and there. I didn't know, should we issue press release? And now in Nigeria, because of the pandemic, you cannot easily move around. There's a lockdown. Of course. And all that. And I live in the south, and this is happening in the north. So, so we sent some people who saw him, and about 2 days ago, they gave him phone, and we're about to speak, and a police officer snatched the phone from him. Okay. Hello? Hello, sorry, yeah, so the police officer snatched the phone from him. Oh. Yeah, I snatched the phone from him, and the next thing I heard was that he has been transferred to Kano, and which was something we were trying to avoid, because the death threats were coming from Kano. He told me he got the death threat from a police officer. He told me there was a military officer actually that threatened to shoot him if he found him, that he would shoot him. And we were actually worried that nothing should happen. In fact, when I asked him, I said, "Look, what are we going to do?" He said, "Look, these people are in Kano, I'm in Kaduna. I'm far from where they are." So now, I mean, you could imagine my own reaction when I heard now that the police that have transferred, they're taking him away and are taking him to Kano. Well, now we now said, okay, what do we do? I called the commissioner of police in Kano. And he was very angry with me. He was asking me, "Who are you? How are you related to Mubarak? Are you part of those who are encouraging him to be doing what he's doing?" Yeah. And all that. So he was not ready to be a professional. You know, somebody is arrested. I mean, give the person a listening ear and all that. He was interested in knowing why I was asking after him. I said, "I'm a Nigerian citizen. And they have told me that another citizen is in detention, and I'm calling you as a police officer. I'm not calling you as a Christian or Muslim or whoever, as a police officer, as a state officer. What is going on? Give me a professional response." Yeah. So he was deeply upset with Mubarak and what they said Mubarak did. At a point, I told him, "I bet you have to investigate this matter. You have not investigated. And if you have investigated, you are not the judge. But you are talking as if this guy, the matter has been investigated, and he has already been charged. It was unfair." So he said, well, that they were waiting for him, because by that time he was on the way coming. And because as soon as I heard that he had left Kaduna with the police officers, I had to call Kano. So now I was expecting him, that when after I could call him and have access to Mubarak. I've been calling for the past 2 days now. The commissioner of police is not picking my call. I called the police public relations officer. He started asking me the same question. "Who are you? Why are you asking after him? What is your interest?" So this was the kind of question they were asking, and they have refused us, getting in touch with him. We have sent a lawyer there. They have not allowed the lawyer to see Mubarak. We don't know exactly where he is. We have not gotten an independent confirmation that he is well, that he is safe, that he's not being maltreated, and that he can have access to his lawyer.
Okay, so Leo, thank you for that update. And I can hear the stress, and we are thinking of him, and But I'm just wondering, isn't Nigeria a secular country? Have I got that wrong? Is it not a secular democratic country where people are free to believe and express their feelings? Have I missed something?
Well, Nigeria, in quotes, supposed to be a secular country, but this is highly debated. Here, what they do is that they use secularism to opt out of any comfortable arrangement in terms of the relationship between state and religion that any party is not comfortable with. Yes, because when you talk about Sharia, the Muslims will tell you Nigeria is not a secular state. But if we come tomorrow to get a Christian president who wants to impose a Christian law or some kind of a law that is not Islamic, they will start telling you, but we are not a Christian or we are a secular state. So here, secularism is seen as something to opt out of a religion-state arrangement that any party is not comfortable with. But we can't call Nigeria in principle a secular state because Section 10 of the Nigerian Constitution says no part of the federation or a state should adopt any religion as state religion. So this very constitutional provision makes it clear that Nigeria is not a religious state. The Nigerian state, in religion and state are separate. But that is in principle. In practice, is entirely a different thing. And when it comes to Sharia, of course, you don't even mention separation at all. In fact, some people in Nigeria think that Sharia law is superior to our national constitution.
Oh, that's worrying and scary. That is beyond all scariness. To have one section of the community feeling that their laws are over anything else. But what is the reaction of the ordinary people? Ordinary, people who are people worried themselves? Do they, are Christians and Muslims behaving in support, or is there agreement of what's been happening?
Well, the question here is that what is happening here? Because we have this kind of very complicated federation where some people will, in a place where there is a majority, especially of Muslims or Christians, they tend to govern the state leaning towards the wishes or the yearnings of those of people of that particular religion. Now, imagine me speaking to somebody, the Commissioner of Police and the PPRO, and they were telling me that, look, this is canon. There's always this feeling, this is canon. In other words, in Nigeria, there might be something that applies the other part, but here it might not apply. So we have that kind of very complicated, convoluted state arrangement that it makes it possible sometimes for some people to implement laws that are really not compatible with the constitutional principles.
Right, so who is supporting? Is there anyone out there? I mean, there is yourself, do you know what I mean? There's the Humanist Association of Nigeria, and are there any other organizations that are really taking up the case for Mubarak?
Well, locally, we have the Humanist Association of Nigeria. Members are supporting and helping in tweeting, publicizing, and visiting. Some of our members visited him when he was in Kaduna. Some also want to visit him now. He's in Kano, but we are still trying to gain access. We also have the Atheist Society of Nigeria, because incidentally, it took us so many years to get the government recognition. So that eventually gave birth to a kind of a situation where we have both Atheist Society in Nigeria and the Humanist Society in Nigeria, all of them operating. So locally, our local community has been very supportive, and we've been doing everything we can to make sure that some Mubarak also is released. Internationally, I must tell you, we have had an overwhelming international support. And I want to tell you, in less than 24 hours, we were able to put an effective mechanism that can make it possible for us to get legal representation for Mubarak in Abuja, in Kaduna, in Kano, and even beyond. Okay. And, there were fundraising campaigns, and those fundraising, people have donated money, and people are asking, what do we do? Do we write to the State Department? I have had contacts from the UN, from the EU, and other international regional organizations. All of them are all concerned in terms of what they could do and what can be done to make sure that Mubarak is free.
Wonderful. I'm so glad. I'm receiving someone has sent in a text message, and it says here, not sure the constitution says Nigeria is a secular state. I think it says multi-religious state. They wanted to avoid the word secular at all costs. So someone has and sent that in, so that they're saying that it actually. Yeah.
Yes, you see, that's what I'm telling you. They will say the constitution says. The person should say exactly which section of the constitution says Nigerian state is a multi-religious state. Now, this is what I told you, that they used to negotiate a place for religion within the state framework. Now, at the end of the day, section 10 I quoted is clear. Now, can he quote a section of the constitution that says the Nigerian state is a multi-religious state? What is multi-religious? How many religions do you have? Immediately we get there, it will interest you to know that there are some people in Nigeria that don't recognize other religions.
Of course.
So
yes.
It's going to be open a Pandora box.
Yeah.
In terms of which one is religion, which one is not. So I want to tell you that secular state sometimes saves us all the contentions, all the conflicts and crises that we will get into when it comes to defining religion. Now, I attended a conference where they invited people from traditional Christian, atheist, and Islamic religious backgrounds. And this guy, is a Muslim guy. He was talking about the religions in Nigeria. He talks about Christianity and Islam only. We were persuading him to recognize traditional religion, but he refused. So what I'm telling you, that the person saying Nigeria is a multi-religious state does not also understand the crisis that we follow, that we go in when it comes to trying to define what are those multi-religions that apply in Nigeria.
It sounds like a whole can of worms that I really don't know. You know what I mean? And I genuinely don't think people understand and know, the whole sort of setup that Nigeria has. And I understand that it is complicated. So let me ask you: is Mubarak he's in prison? Is he in danger while he's in prison?
Now, I want to tell you that going by the experiences, first of all, the experience of Kano. Kano State is notorious when it comes to killing blasphemers.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. Because in the 90s, there was a man called Gideon Akaluka. Gideon didn't do anything. It was reported that the wife used a piece of Quran or something to clean a death or something, and maybe somebody found it and shouted, was outraged, and mobilized people. And Gideon came around and they left the woman, took Gideon, detained Gideon at a police station. Now in the night, some mob went there and overran the police station and took away Gideon, abducted him, and they beheaded him.
Oh my gosh!
His head on a stick and paraded it along the streets of Kano. Okay, so this is as bad as it can get. And there was a woman also that made an innocuous comment in the market some years ago. Some people were trying to perform ablution, what they call ablution, near the shop where the store where she was selling something. And it's like she made a comment telling them to go away from there, because that ablution sometimes involves washing out some dirt in some places, private places. Okay. So he made some very innocuous statement urged them to leave the place. They say it was blasphemous, and the woman was murdered. Oh. Now, they went and arrested suspects, and they took those suspects to court, and at the end of the day, the state attorney at a point announced that those people had no case to answer. Nobody until today was prosecuted and convicted for killing this woman. That is Kano State for you. Now, it is not only when it comes to Christians. There were also some sections of Islam where some people also have notions about their own holy men, and one of them made a comment that their own holy man or so was a kind of either as big or bigger or greater than Muhammad. So they went after the person. They eventually took the matter to court and convicted the person and the followers and sentenced them to death. Now, you know what? During the process, when they wanted to try these people at a Sharia court, some mob went and burnt down the Sharia court. Nothing happened to anybody, the people who did that up to today. Instead, what happened is that they had to, get these people, a kind of damage for life by convicting them and saying they're criminals and put them in jail. Nobody knows have they been executed today? Are they still languishing in jail today? So the mob caused the show in Kano. So that is on the one side. Now, there is a tiny line separating the Islamic mob from state actors. Because when I spoke with Mubarak about his situation before he was arrested, he told me that a police officer threatened to shoot and kill him if he found him. He told me that a soldier serving in Maiduguri then called him or sent him a text and threatened to kill him that if he found him. Now, if soldiers and police officers are threatening, just like every other ordinary citizens, realize their hope. Realize their hope.
Yeah.
Whereas there's light in terms of this situation. So that is the kind of a worry we are. Could a police officer could connive? In fact, somebody told us that they will have to inform the criminals who are in detention to even beat him up and kill him there, that they could do it. Okay? So you don't know whom to trust. They have created a situation where you can't trust the state actors. You can't trust ordinary citizens. And in a state like that, if you can't trust the citizen, I mean, it's a cause for worry. So his situation is worrying us seriously, and we want to be sure and have an independent confirmation that he has not been tortured, he has not been beaten, and he has been treated with dignity and respect while in detention.
Well, gosh, I can't even begin to imagine how his family and everyone is feeling. So even if he gets charged and let's say by some miracle that he gets off and that there is no charge, when he leaves, the prisons, when he gets back to his family, is he again still in danger? That's what you're saying. He's still in danger.
Yes, and he is more in danger here because he's still in danger here because we have ample evidence that people some people are saying that if he's not punished, that they will kill him. If he's not penalized, they'll kill him. And these things are written on Twitter and they're out there. They say that if at the end of the day he's not convicted and all that they will kill him.
My goodness. So where does this leave? I mean, you've got the Humanist Association of Nigeria. He's the president. Where does that leave that organization in terms of supporting the other people who are in there who are non-believers? Is this going to drive it underground? Are they still going to be able to function? Are they going to be scrutinized even more? How does that work?
Well, let me tell you that whatever threatens Mubarak threatens directly, threatens other members indirectly. And we have seen posts on Facebook where some people stated that that after they have dealt with Mubarak, then they will go after other members and all that. Well, one way is that you can take that as an empty threat. Okay?
Yeah.
But it is not empty in Nigeria when it comes to religion. Yes. Like I said, there's a problem of trust when there's a mix, when religion comes into relationships, like we are saying here now. So the question is that it will now drive the movement more underground. It will make a lot of people now more afraid because actually his experience and in the past few years, they have all his experience in the past few years have actually made it possible for some people to come out. And I think it will be a kind of beating back the tide if they, at the end of the day, go ahead to really maltreat him or eliminate him or punish him in a way that will really outrage, many. So it's going to affect us. And we are all on alert in terms of what they could do because like I said, when I spoke with the PPRO, he was like, "Oh, are you among those who are encouraging him to do what he did?" I asked the PRO, "What did he do?" He was posting things on the internet. I said, "But people post whatever they like. If I start censoring what people are posting, I'll see find something that offends me or I'll find blasphemous." I mean, he dropped the phone on me. So what I'm saying here now is that there might be an indirect plan as we're talking here to go after people who are in the movement and all that, especially in that region. And I want to say that in the past couple of months, there has been a seminar at they call it, I think, a Center for Islamic Studies or something like that, where they looked at the emergence of atheism in northern Nigeria. So they think that there is this kind of trend that is really drawing young people away from Islam or religion now towards atheism. So I'm really concerned that at the end of the day there will be a clampdown on the members and a clampdown on this trend, which is making a lot of people uncomfortable, both established and non-established Muslims.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm so distressed. So I'm just trying to say so it's not going to be a safe place for anyone now. We're going to have this underground kind of I think and you say that you had a good response from the international community. What can we do? I'm sitting here now. I'm in London. I am worried. I am scared. I am a humanist. I am an African. What is it that we can do that can support not just Mubarak at this particular moment in time, but speaking out and being a support to the whole movement in Nigeria? What can we do?
Well, first of all, I will say what you can do right now is to highlight this case, because there is something they used to teach us when I was doing my doctorate. They said that you can use one case to understand so many things going on. From Mubarak's case, we should look at different patterns at work. Yeah. In other words, where is freedom of religion? What is the issue of freedom of religion? What is the issue of human rights? What is the issue of freedom of conscience? What is the situation in terms of freedom of expression, religious discrimination, the rights of minorities, the state of education, and the freedom to express yourself the way you want, including saying something that others may find offensive, and all that. So, what is the situation of education in the country? Because education is a factor in this. What is the relationship between religion and politics? And so many other factors could be seen here. And what we can do is to, let's say, not at the end of the day, Mubarak comes out safe, to begin to engage these elements, these patterns, so that what happened to Mubarak does not happen to any other person. For instance, if I said today, let me say that Jesus was a terrorist, I know that. I want to tell you that nothing will happen to me. Yes. Of course. I can tell you that. I will not say 100%, but I will tell you that substantially I can get away with that. Now, why should I get away with it? And when it comes to the Islam, I cannot get away with it.
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
And if I can get away with it in saying it about a Christian icon, and I can't get away with it saying it about a Muslim prophet, what does that say about the Muslim religion?
Yeah.
So it is important we also begin to look at Islam as practice in Nigeria, and why, at the end of the day, they seem to be more entitled to getting offended than others. Now, take a look at this. We are in a part of the world that we are evangelized or missionized, or how do they say it, Islamized, because people came around and told us, look, your religion is not the true religion. Our religion is the true religion. That's what they told our forefathers. And by today's standard, it would have been something blasphemous. They called the African gods idols. If you say that of the Allah God of Islam, they will accuse you of blasphemy.
Exactly.
Now I tell them, the people who introduced your religion called the gods and the existing God, they call them idols. And now today, I cannot even make the slightest critical comment about your own religious icons and images. Something is wrong there. Something fundamentally is missing. And we need to begin to look at and ask ourselves, what is missing in this religion? And we need to put in place structures and mechanisms to begin to rectify what is missing. And we might, at the end of the day, find out that it is not unconnected with the state of underdevelopment, lack of progress, poverty, and so many challenges this region called Africa has faced for so many years.
Thank you for that. There was something, I was looking at the letter that the lawyers put forward, and there's a part in there that worries me. and it was the language that they talked about, and they were talking about. It says here we should note that the Mubarak's characterization of the Prophet Muhammad as a terrorist follows that his followers, the Muslims, are also terrorists, and this is racist and xenophobic. And it worried me that they were using, and I was sitting there and I was speaking earlier saying, Islam, to my mind and to my knowledge and to my understanding, is a philosophy. It is not a nation of people. And so to use this idea of racism and xenophobia, when we've got we've got Nigerians fighting Nigerians, these are not people from anywhere else, using this language to trying to attack people. And if we don't point it out, these things would just slide by. To put this in an official letter and you know what I mean? And this is the kind of thing to commandeer the ideas of racism and use it in this way. I find shocking, scary, and really quite irritating. Would you agree that this kind of thing is madness? Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
yes, it is. You see, when they, like you said, when they characterize Islam as a race, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, when you criticize Islam, or they try to see you as a racist. In other words, you are offending a race. And you ask yourself, which race is that?
Exactly.
You get it? And Mubarak is a Nigerian and he's criticizing Islam and he's being accused of racism.
Exactly.
Which race?
It just you lose your mind. When I read it, I thinking, well, hold on a second. Good. These are Nigerians attacking Nigerians and they're using xenophobia and racism. Where are we going with this? How are we going to get ourselves untangled from this kind of nonsense that's being put forward as an argument to destroy not just one person's life, but a whole group of people's life and a whole movement? Yeah.
It is an effort. You know what they're trying to do there?
Yeah.
They're trying to rally support from across the world. They're trying to use a terminology that is charged, or terminologies that are charged, and will be able to whip up sentiments and get them to crush Mubarak and anybody who identifies with directly or indirectly with what he does. And you know what? I was also surprised that at the end of the day, I didn't see them use Islamophobia. That is another terminology.
Yes.
Yes. I was expecting them. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think those people who drafted the complaint, they were smart enough for using racism when it comes to Mubarak. And I was thinking they could have used maybe Islamophobia, which is another charge them. They have elevated and rallied global support against somebody that they hated and they want eliminated and silent. So I want to say this is a thoughtless use of words, and they were not using it because they thought through it. They were using it because they knew when they insert it there, it will, carry this weight that will enable them achieve their goal, which is to silence Mubarak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you were saying earlier that donations. There's a donations thing going around? I saw a change.com petition going around.
Yes. Yes. There is some donation going around, being coordinated by different people. And what we are just trying to do is that people should just, those who can contribute should contribute. If we get more than what we, at the end of the day, the money is much more than what we needed for this legal defense. I told them we need to start asking ourselves, how do we start putting in place mechanisms that will protect people? Because if they pull through with this, it means that they can now pick up any other person, more people. Yes, it is Mubarak today. It could be me tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yes, it could be me. Okay? And if at the end of the day we can't think ahead, or we do not think ahead, or we don't try to do that by putting in place mechanisms that can strengthen the movement, that can get this part of the world begin to forcefully reason and thinking aloud and begin to question some of these issues and have a robust culture of freedom of expression where dialogue and debate continue to drive conversation, not fear, intimidation, coercion, and violence.
Well said. Thank you for that. Leo, thank you for taking the time. Is there a message? You've got listeners here from all over the world who are listening to Feferity at the moment. Is there one message? Is there one thing that you want to say to them at this time as you have the floor? Is there one last message that you want to put out?
Well, one last message is this, that Bala Mubarak, is not just suffering on his own. He's not just undergoing this problem on his own. He's a symbol.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you this. He is a symbol of hope. He's a symbol of light. He's a symbol of renewal. He's a symbol of intellectual courage that's so much been lacking in this part of the world. And that we should not stand by and allow people who have allowed themselves to be brainwashed over the years, those who are so intimidated, those who are so indoctrinated that they find it difficult to think for themselves, to overrule, to silence and neutralize Mubarak. It will send a wrong signal, not just to Nigerians, but to a lot of courageous, critical thinkers across the world. So I want to tell them, we need all the support we can get to save the life of Mubarak, to make sure that he's free, and to continue to encourage and build a robust culture of free, critical thinking and inquiry.
Leah, I want to thank you this afternoon. I want to thank you so much for your words of encouragement, for clarifying the situation and, giving us a mechanism so that we know that we can make donations. We know that we can sign the petition, that we can do something that can support not just Mubarak, but also the whole movement in Nigeria and across the world. I thank you so much for taking the time. I wish you love, I wish you peace, and I wish you joy. Have a good evening. Have a good day. Thank you for being on Feferity Radio.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Take care.
Yeah.